Good morning. Welcome to the $2 store. That flipness could be the norm soon. Overnight, President Trump's reciprocal tariffs taking effect, and for China, the penalty duties take it all the way to up to 104%. Today, China fired back, raising its tariffs on U.S.-made goods to 84%. China is not ready to bargain, and the attitude of the White House is that China needs U.S. markets much more than U.S. producers need Chinese markets. At a big Republican dinner last night, President Trump said many nations are, quote, kissing my ass, end quote, as they are so anxious to cut new trade agreements that would lower barriers to U.S. exports. The White House attitude remains that there are dozens of countries wanting to make trade deals to lower these tariffs. Nothing specific emerged as Tuesday went on, and after a morning of optimism on Wall Street, things went south as trading ended. The Dow dropping 320 points, the Nasdaq 335, which amounts to over 2% lower, and the S&P 500 losing 1.5%. At an event promoting coal use expansion and the expansion of coal-fired generating plants, the president saying,
sometimes you have to mix it up a little bit, but we've had great consideration. We've had talks with many countries, over 70. They all want to come in. Our problem is can't see that many that fast. But we don't have to because, as you know, the tariffs are on and the money is pouring in.
To be exact, at that moment, the bulk of the tariffs were not on, and with the delays in taking most goods, the money is not likely pouring in yet. There's plenty for consumers to think about as they consider making major purchases. Yesterday, the Supreme Court upheld for the time being the right of the administration to fire probationary employees who don't have full government civil service protections. About 16,000 federal workers have been let go without any review of their work capabilities under the DOGE operation. And let me finish with what I, in a very biased way, consider a win for the media. A judge has ordered the White House to lift its ban on the Associated Press covering events in the Oval Office and other restricted pool-covered events, including flying on Air Force One. The AP, which spends millions of dollars covering presidents for news outlets and millions of people around the world, was banished by the Trump White House for not using Gulf of America in its stories, especially internationally. President Trump's executive order renaming the massive body of water carries no weight in the international community. The judge basically said the AP's history of covering events entitles it to continue to operate as a frontline media outlet, despite using a term the White House doesn't like. No doubt the injunction will be appealed, but the judge cited the First Amendment in his decision, and that's good from my point of view. Now, if you like this daily briefing, please subscribe or check back often. And thanks to our youngest daughter, we're now up on Spotify. With Ear on the White House, I'm Bob Costantini.